What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Cantina Corner podcast here on a beautiful Wednesday for us on the show. As always, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page, smash that like button on the video, leave a comment, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You already know what to do. Show the love on the social media, and we will greatly appreciate it. But today, we are getting into some PS5 announcements, list of games that they've said that are coming out, as well as some remakes that we've been hearing, non just PS5 related, just in general with the gaming community, and some hopes for that. But as always, I am here with my handsome, beautiful, fucking amazing co-hosts that always show me love, if you call it that. How are you, gentlemen?
It's love.
I'm all right.
Love. It comes from a place deep down here. It's love.
You said it's love. Yeah, yes, it has. Listen, that segment was very painful the last time I did it. If you haven't checked that out yet, it's been a long week. It's a new segment running on the show, as well as our sports stuff. Definitely check out Sports Corner, by the way. These guys have been doing some fucking hard work with the kickoff of fucking football season. Look that shit up, especially if you're into fantasy. They've been doing fucking crunching the numbers. All right. They're putting in the man hours for you.
Yep. Black leather gloves.
But yeah, so we're going to get in some gaming talk. I know we haven't talked video games. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Since we've actually gone over stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like the video game cycle's been kind of stagnant.
It's been shit. Let's call it what it is. It's been total shit.
Honestly, really has.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that's getting slated to release this year, next year. It's going to be interesting now that we're getting later into the. Obviously, PC's always been there, but now we're getting later into the initial release of these two consoles. So we're really seeing some more, stuff getting shoved out there, and a lot of quality IPs that are coming back that are really going to put their first mark on this new system, since we're discussing PlayStation 5. But like, out of all the stuff that recently has been announced or that you've been waiting for, like, what's most exciting for you guys? Like, what looked the best, or what are you most hyped for? Because I know, Cody, you have a PlayStation 5, and I'm assuming, Nick, you're going to get one eventually, right?
Eventually, I'm going to have to, yeah. Some of the stuff they got coming out. That
me
forced in my hand.
Yeah, me too. But I know, since Cody has the system, like, what are you most looking forward to, since you've got access right when it gets out?
It's tough, man. It's probably between two games that were announced. One, Spider-Man 2, because the first one was just amazing and gorgeous in itself.
Yeah, I missed that one.
And secondly, I mean, Star Wars KOTOR remake. I mean, that's all you really need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, and what a slap in the face to Xbox, dude, because that came out as an Xbox exclusive, and now they're remaking it on PlayStation. I was like, damn, not what I expected whatsoever.
No.
I know, because
go ahead. You're the host. Go ahead.
No.
I'll shut my mouth. This is your podcast, obviously, dude.
Listen, I talk enough, all right? You guys are on here more than me doing shows, so really it's your guys' podcast. I'm like featured like twice a week.
Anyways, I was just gonna ask, do you think it'll be solely PS5 for the life of this game, or do you think it will just be maybe a limited time like thing where it'll be just exclusive for the PS5 and then they'll, branch out?
I mean, they said for PS5, so I would assume it's just gonna be straight up. Maybe PC, but I don't see Xbox getting a share of this.
Yeah.
That's why I would think just PS5, because Microsoft and everything. I would assume this is just going to be Sony.
Let's see. I'm trying to look it up right now, because I swear I heard something about like it eventually coming to PC, but not for like a minute. Let me see.
I mean, yeah, that's I would think, if like I said, I think overall it's probably just gonna be exclusive, but if it did,
I mean, they don't even have a release date yet, so
yeah. That's what I was watching a video earlier today about a guy who just kind of talking about, like, the details of everything going with it. The budget, like, I guess, is around 70 million estimated budget for the game right now. And then he was just, I know, I'm like, holy shit.
Like a movie.
Yeah, dude. And he was going through and he was naming off some other games that, like, and the budgets for them were insane. God, I wish I could remember off the top of my head, because some of them were series like we're familiar with and shit. And it was like, one was like $100 million, another one was like 60 million. There's an $80 million one. I'm like, fuck, these games are like fucking movies almost.
Yeah,
but
they've gotten to that point.
He was talking about just production schedule and stuff, and just put out a couple other games, estimated timelines. He said so far we've been in 2 years in pre-production for this remake, and that what is it? The Final Fantasy VII remake took about 4 to 5 years of production. Resident Evil 2 was about 4 years of production, everything that before it came out, and then there was another one he named. It was right around that 4 or 5 year mark. So I was like, well, obviously it can vary between games and all that, but if it does kind of hold to that, it looks like maybe we're halfway through the wait period. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have to see. And I did pull up when we were talking about what it's going to be released on. It says KOTOR Remake is coming to PC and Xbox Series X, despite it being revealed as a timed PlayStation console exclusive. So it's kind of like the Call of Duty effect with it. Like PlayStation's going to have it for a minute, kind of like when they do their beta releases. Like I know they just did one for Vanguard. You only get that on Sony, shit like that. But we will get it. Because I mean, I remember when this game first came out, I had it on PC. So I knew I got it for Christmas. I was super excited. Like there was no way they weren't going to at least have it on PC as well. But apparently PlayStation's getting that first chunk initially before we're going to get it on anything else.
Interesting.
I want to replay it now. Like I still think I have my discs. It was a 4-disc set that you had to install in order to have the game. I remember each disc had a different color, had all the cool art on it. Like, oh, I love that game. I love it so much.
I have an Xbox, an old one. The only game I have for it is Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. I literally bought it. I think it had to be like 6 years ago.
Really?
Bought it and just those 2 games. That was it. That was the only reason I bought it.
I even bought the remake on Android and iPhone. Anytime I change the phone, I rebought $10. I was like, worth it. Yep. I don't care. I was like, and when I switched the phone, I was like, shit, new account, buy it again. It's going down.
Damn good game.
Oh, it's so good. And it's amazing when you look at like remakes, you know, as far as like where technology has gone and how they're revamping stuff. The fact that it's like it rubber bands, like you had the game come out initially, and then they ported it to a phone. You know, before it's like you need a whole computer. And now you can play that entire damn game on your phone and it's more HD than ever. And then now they're going back to its original roots, but making it more powerful. It's funny how these games rubber band like that, where they're like PC, mobile, now back to PC, now this. And it just, they reinvent these things so many times, but fuck, I mean, Skyrim is the model for it. If you look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, it showed success with that. So I think that's, if I was to guess why there's so many remakes we're getting, like with KOTOR, and actually right now I just downloaded yesterday the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the remakes they did of that, because I love that series and I'm playing through the first one right now. Oh my God, is it phenomenal? Like just the excitement that I get from that has me excited for this KOTOR remake, because, you know, I understand that Electronic Arts did this and the KOTOR is being done by the company Aspire. So it's different, you know, camps, but just knowing that it can be done and how excited I am going through this game, I'm going to be, if they do it right, I'm going to be like a fucking kid on Christmas again. Like I'm going to relive that moment that I had when I first played that game. Like I'm doing right now with Mass Effect. Like it's really cool to just have that. And I'm excited. I'm really excited.
It's going to be sweet. Some of these games, I feel like they're worthy of remakes. They were so damn good at the time. And even though technology at the time was state of the art, you know, in a sense, now the technology is so much better that I really enjoy some of these old titles getting remade. I really think some of them are worthy. And I've spent money on them. Like, that's how much I think, like Resident Evil 2, I was extremely excited when that came out. Even the third one, they remade that. Like, a lot of these games, I think, are just, they're very worthy of being remade with this newer technology.
Yeah,
I agree. They did it with Final Fantasy. They did it with Final Fantasy 7, and
fucking phenomenal.
Now we just got as we were talking kind of before the show. They have the Dead Space remake that they're in early production of making, and I'm super excited for that.
That's gonna be another good fucking remake.
That's gonna be like Resident Evil 2 again. Like that's like the excitement I have for that. Like knowing that that's coming out. Like I'm like yes.
Yeah.
They're even doing. I was watching a video on it. They're doing new physics for the limb dismemberment. Like they're redoing all of that, so it makes it more realistic and even better than it was back then. And that was back on PlayStation 3. And so if they're going to make it, because it was good then, like the limbs and aiming for them, and now they're making it even more intricate. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I think that was it for remakes, really, like notable remakes. Am I right or wrong?
Well, off the top of my head,
I got another one, but I was just going to say that KOTOR, another little nostalgic thing is they're going to have the original voice actors do the remake.
Oh, I did see that too.
Yeah.
Bastila for sure has been confirmed as redoing her voice from the first one.
So because I just assumed they were going to use the same audio, but just like crisp it up.
No, they're going to have them come in and redo.
Yup.
Redo it.
They're like, yeah, it sounds like they're legitimately from the ground up remaking this
Oh.
thing.
Ah, God.
Yeah. So
Adam has to change his pants.
I do. I do. I need it.
But yeah, there is one more remake coming out that people are pissed off about. And it seems like a massive troll job to me. Or maybe this company who's not known for pissing their customers off, just really dropped the ball.
Bethesda, then.
No, I mean, this is a company that probably put out one of the greatest games of all time recently. But it seems like they're dragging it out and they're hanging their hat on it.
Naughty
And
Dog?
in March of 2022 for the PlayStation 5, we are getting GTA 5 expanded and enhanced.
Oh, yeah. Well, they said that when the PlayStation 5 was about to launch, didn't they?
Well, they said it would be one of the first games you could play on there. Everybody just assumed, oh, they just made it available for the PS5. But this is what they were supposed to be talking about. Well, it was supposed to come out in November. Now they delayed it to March, and the trailer's not good for it. It's not good. It doesn't look any different. There's a part where Lester's like in a chair, and you could tell it's like a chair within a chair. You know how like the game glitches, and it looks like there's a chair overlapping another chair, and it's like, how the hell did this get past like the edit? And just like it says, like the opening thing says, "Welcome back to Los Santos." It's like, we haven't left Los Santos in fucking how many years? Like, it's a great fucking game. And I don't want to talk shit about it, but it's like, at some point, let's get GTA fucking 6 out here.
I mean, seriously, it's in October? It's going to be, I forget what day it come out in October, but in 2013 of October, like October 2013, sorry. That's 8 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's a damn good game, and I played it for almost the full years, probably 6 to 7 of those 8 years.
Yeah.
But like, I totally get people being pissed at that too. Like, it's about time for a new one. Like,
not to mention, I bought that damn game 3 times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like, now you gotta buy it again. Excuse me. Now you gotta buy it again for a 4th time if you want to play it enhanced. And one of the things in it too that people are ripping is it says explosive action. It's like, yeah, we already have that. We can go make shit explode and just do whatever the hell we want. So
it's just confusing too, because they released that driving content, the one where it's all that street racing and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, just keep doing that and just let it be. Like, we don't need a 4th this isn't Skyrim. Like, don't do that. Like, it's not, I don't know. And then with the fact that it's like, okay, you can play it on PC, and they say new and enhanced. It's like, okay, well, I'll just stick on PC. It's like they're making consoles seem stupid at this point for certain things when it comes to remakes, because if it gets remade, most people on PC, they just get the update or whatever, unless they really go out on a limb and really make you buy it again. It's like it's making people, if they think like I do, like, I should just get a PC, because otherwise I've got to fucking rebuy this shit every single goddamn time on top of buying another console just to get a fucking more high def version of the same damn thing.
Yeah, it really kind of creates the argument that when you buy a game, you just should get the rights to that game no matter what console you go to.
Yeah.
Especially if you're buying a digital version, that it should just be, I'm buying, like if you have a PS5 and you buy it, it should just be that I own GTA 5. I don't care if I somehow buy an Xbox, I can go on, log in my account and download GTA 5.
Honestly, for sure with the digital downloads, I think I 100% agree. If it's a digital download, you should be able to take that to any console, whatever. But I mean, I could see for the disc and being, I guess the hardware more so, that you can't do that. But I do agree for sure. I think digital downloads, absolutely, you should be able to download that no matter what. You can take that wherever you want.
Yeah, or at least carry it over and let the new hardware still run the version that you have most recent, and then it'll just run smoother and better.
Right.
Like, you don't have to buy the enhanced. It's like, oh yeah, you can still play it on PS5. It just won't be the enhanced version. Cool. I don't need it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm here for the fun of the game.
Honestly,
that's all this game.
It's cartoon graphics. How great can they really get?
Yeah.
It's not something I'm playing GTA 5 for.
No.
Yeah, like when I'm like me playing the new Mass Effect Legendary Edition, that remake makes sense to me because it's a cinematic like experience. The whole thing is like you're playing out a space like really dramatized movie. So yeah, if you're going to update it and make it look fancier, I want to see it in a new 4K HD format because it's a cinematic experience. When you're playing something like Grand Theft Auto, it's a run and gun retard game that you're just having fun with your friends. I don't need it to look amazing. I just want it to be good, and it's already good.
Yeah.
So I think they're beating a dead horse.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of cinematic game, I'm not sure if they're remaking it or just like upgrading the graphics for PS5, but they are making an Uncharted, like it's called like something Thieves Collection. And those games are beautiful for PS3 and PS4. I mean, those are some of my favorite games. And they're making those all for the PS5. So that's kind of dope if you're into that thing. But it seems like we're getting more remakes than like new content.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
for sure. Or just sequels to, the same game. Like, even though, like, for instance, I know we're going to talk God of War.
yeah,
Perfect time to probably talk about it. Like, that's a game that's been out for a long time between the first one all the way now to the fifth one, if you don't count the, random like PSP games and all that shit in between. And it's like, okay, yeah, I like sequels and it's going to be amazing, but like, I really want new shit. Like, I want new stuff. Really want new stuff. And I keep going back to Mass Effect, but like, I'm using it as a prime example because we're talking remakes and all this stuff. Like, that was a very original game. Like, and there's a reason why I was like, I'll buy this again. Absolutely. Because it's an original piece and you want to play it just like Dead Space, just like Mass Effect, just like KOTOR. Those were pieces that like, there hasn't been something like that again. And I don't know. I want new shit. I really want new shit. Even though you've got Halo coming out, all these different things. It's like, yes, I'm excited because it's something that I love. We need some originality. We really do.
Halo will be good for like 2 months.
Yeah, honestly, it really.
Then
will.
it'll lose its luster and it'll be dog shit.
It's going to be a holiday
I hate to
hit.
say that, but
yeah,
it's the reality of the situation, though. It really is.
It'll hit that nostalgia nerve for a little bit, and then it's gonna go away fast.
It will, because it's also going to get super toxic too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, it's gonna get toxic.
So,
but yeah, as far as like God of War Ragnarok, like you were saying, like I am excited for that game because the storylines in those games are actually fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And the game always looks beautiful. But it's getting to the point, like when you get so far into a series, kind of like Assassin's Creed. I fucking love Assassin's Creed series, but there's been a few every now and then I'm like, I don't need to play that. Like at the end of the day, it's the same concept over and over. And it's just not worth $60-$70,
No,
So,
all it is just you're playing in a new history piece, a new time period.
right. Yeah, that's all they're doing. Which, I mean, nothing will top.
I feel like that's
free.
I feel like that's what it's turned out to be. Is like they're just like, hey, what kind of historical period do we want to do this story in now? And then that's what they kind of roll with.
Yeah.
Which again, it is cool for every now and then, but
I think
I don't know.
a lot of that came from the success of Assassin's Creed 3 when they went to America and the history of all that. And then you saw them just really like ride that wave. Oh, we're gonna go to Egypt. Oh, we're gonna go to Greece. Like, it's just,
Where do they go from Vikings? What do you think they would do next? Because I was trying to think about it while you guys were talking there for a second. I'm like, I don't even know what time period they would go to.
Space, dude.
Like what?
Cavemen.
Like what? World War II,
Cavemen,
Germany.
yeah. Oh,
I want to see them go back to cavemen when they find the invention of fire.
You're like climbing woolly mammoths.
It's like Far Cry Primal with Assassin's Creed.
That's what I want to see.
You got
The Templars are just apes.
Nice fucking Sid the Sloth is there too.
every time he kills someone, they do this every year.
Oh shit.
That's honestly what we're talking about right now. Sid the Sloth is the definition of what's happening in the gaming industry. He's like, we got a new announcement, and you're like, oh, and then you see it, and you're like, they do this every year.
Yeah, he really is, honestly.
Oh, that's sad.
Sad,
Or what's that other meme where he's like, you can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with this. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but I'm laughing.
Oh God, I'll have to show it to you after this because it'll make it more funny. But oh yeah, that was what's his name from the guy who always says bitch in Heisenberg, Breaking Bad. The kid that was with him.
Oh,
The kid from Need for Speed or Need for Speed.
That one. Yeah, he's the one that does that line, and it's funny. And people use it all over the internet. Every time someone does something, they're like, "Oh, microtransactions, a remake." And you'll just see someone use that GIF, and it's just him screaming that, "You can't be getting away with this."
Yeah, that'll be interesting too. Microtransactions.
Maybe nothing's changed with what we said in the beginning about the video game cycle being shit. Because we are just getting remakes and stuff, which is cool, but then we just have to talk about how we wanted originality, but
you're getting some. I mean, Wolverine, Spider-Man 2.
That does look sweet. Wolverine looks sweet.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, comes out next month, I want to say. That game looks...
A video game?
Yeah, they're coming out with the Guardians of the Galaxy video game. I don't know if that was in their announcements. That's been out for a while that it's coming out.
Okay.
I want to say it's October.
Yeah, October 26th of this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, it looks okay. I'm not like super stoked about it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been asked, dude. I mean, Call of Duty Vanguard, like, I love World War II games, but it's just like at a certain point, it's like, how many more times we have to go back to World War II? Like,
I feel like I've been playing a World War II game is like for fucking as old as I am. Like,
yeah,
that's really what it feels like.
Truthfully, there was a great TikTok I saw. They were like, "Oh, Call of Duty Vanguard. You mean Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty Big Red 1, Call of Duty?" Like he just went through all the World War II games. Like, yeah, that's seriously how it is, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad like 90% of them.
Yeah, too. I'm glad you said that because he's like, "Oh, is this one going to be different?" He's like, "No, you stupid fucking asshole, you fuck bag."
Yeah, it is fucking hilarious.
He's like, "I didn't even think you knew that there was a World War II here, but we're doing it."
He's like, "Oh, this one's different. We're going to Africa." Yeah, it's. I'll probably buy it. That's the sad part.
Oh my god!
But
I'm looking up the statistic of how many World War II games they have. Well, first of all, there's 24 Call of Duty games in total. 24.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 12 or 13 of them are World War II.
Actually, I think it's higher than that, bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 17.
How many did you say total again? 24.
24.
You're going 17. Damn, I'd say 18. I was gonna say 18.
Well, it says right here, it says Call of Duty is a first-person shooter video game series. There are 24 games in total, but not counting add-ons and DLCs. The first 8 games, excluding Modern Warfare, are about World War II.
First 8?
Yeah.
So they're not talking about Call of Duty World War II.
That's off of Wikipedia, but I can't find like a... Yeah, I can't find... There's got to be more than that.
There is. I mean, yeah, the first 8, but then they did the Modern Warfare series, then they went back to World War II, then they did the Advanced Warfare, then they went back to World War II.
Yeah.
Then they did what was the other one? It wasn't Advanced Warfare, it was something else Warfare.
Infinite Warfare. Then they went Call of Duty World War II. Then we got Modern Warfare remake. Then we got Cold War.
So was that like 12?
And then they went,
I think
they're going back to World War II again.
So I think that's maybe 12 or so, maybe 13.
Yeah, it's definitely
at least half their games are fucking.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
You can only kill so many Nazis. At a certain point, it gets fucking tiring.
You know what would be epic, bro? If they somehow change the game where, like, instead of like you're always part of the Allies, like you're part of like you play the game through the campaign as a Nazi or an Italian soldier, you know, Japanese soldier.
Interesting.
At least it's flipping the script, you know.
Yeah, honestly.
At the end of the campaign, you never win, and it's like, why can't I beat this guy?
Nope, it's just every single one. America. Look what we did. How many people died in World War II?
Yeah, look what we did. We rode Stalin's coattails to victory.
Yeah, it's just getting old. It's getting old. Like we said, beating a dead horse. It's like, fuck, dude, come on. I mean, say what you want about Battlefield, but I mean, at least it's just like they're trying different things a little bit.
Is it true that Battlefield got delayed?
Not that I was aware of.
I thought I saw that somewhere online. That it was delayed. I could be wrong, though. I have zero interest in playing that game.
It says delayed by nearly a month.
Yeah, so it was delayed.
So November 19th instead of next month, it'll be November 19th. But I'm excited for it. I just like the actual open Battlefield-esque stuff. And I was obviously never, regardless if I was good at Modern Warfare, the Battle Royale for that, I didn't like it. Because I've always been big into Battlefield and it just wasn't the same. And I knew that's what they were kind of going for. So I'm more excited for Battlefield.
There's no Blackout, bro.
Well, Blackout was good. Even though I was shit at that, it was fun.
They just didn't update it enough.
No,
they didn't.
At all. They had something good and they just let it die.
That's true. So, I mean, what else? What else we got? We did the Wolverine. We talked about that. What am I missing? And then we went over this.
About any video games? Did you guys see that Twisted Metal thing? I guess I sent you guys earlier.
Yeah, there was a rumor that they were gonna make a game too.
Oh, maybe a game with it too.
Yeah,
like,
Sean texted me about that the other day because they're making the show, and now it's rumored like it's gonna be like not a silent release, but like a hidden secret that they're gonna release a game after the show or whatever.
That'll be dope.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Which would be sweet. The bitch needs to be gutted. That's all I think of every time I see Twisted Metal, dude. We were fucking, me and Nicholas were staying up late as fuck. Which one was that? The second or third one?
No, I think that was Twisted Metal Black at the time.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. PS2?
Oh my God, yeah. And it's just like super late at night and all you hear from the TV is, the bitch needs to be gutted.
It's fucking Sweet Tooth talking about his family.
And shit just had us rolling, bro.
Dude, I love Sweet Tooth. And what's great, did you see who they casted as one of the main leads in that show?
Anthony Mackie.
Okay, because I didn't know, I didn't read that article, but I didn't know if like you guys knew that because I just saw that today and I was like, well, that's interesting.
His picture was on the article, bro.
Yeah, that's what I seen. I was like, oh, I didn't know if you guys seen this. I didn't even know they were doing this. So
yeah, I mean it's cool. I love Twisted Metal. I mean that's OG PS1 days. I remember the only time I ever played that was when I had to get babysat as a kid, so I'd go over our neighbor's house and they had a PlayStation 1 and they had that game. And I remember playing it. I was like, what is this? And I even bought the ones on PSP. I remember playing that on PlayStation Portable. And that was one of my favorite games on there. The graphics were shit, but it was a simple, fun game. It took me back to that time.
Yep.
But again, another series that we're just beating a dead horse on again. We're keeping the same theme here. We're like, I'm excited. Wait a minute.
At least it took a few years off.
There hasn't been a Twisted Metal in a while though.
Because they bombed. Like the one that they did for PlayStation 3 was atrocious.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played that. Last one I played was Twisted Metal Black.
You shouldn't.
I won't. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of things you guys don't like taking my word for, but trust me, that one. Yeah, no.
No, I'll take your word when it comes to animes and things like that.
Well, good.
I can't wait.
Expertise there.
We should tease next week. We're gonna have our buddy Deranged Maniac on, and he watches anime too. So I can't wait to get you two fired up about anime.
What was it he said to you off air when you were playing with him the one time? He was like, "Well, we're more alike than I thought."
Yeah, he said that to me, and I never told you this, but like after our domestic girlfriend episode, he's like, maybe we're not so alike.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
I can't wait to get you guys talking about that shit.
I'm a special breed, man. Some people are like, I can hang out with that guy, and then afterwards you're like, I don't even know I know him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, yeah. When I first met Adam to now.
If you only knew.
We're in the complacency stage of this relationship, Nick. I'm letting all things hang out, all right? I ain't hiding nothing.
Dude, I feel like we've been in that since like day one, dude.
Oh, God. So good. Actually, the people at work have been giving me shit because I've been like more open about stuff. Like we have these box cutters at work, right? And we'll get back to video games, but just because this was funny, in the concept we're talking about. So we have these box cutters at work. Or did I tell you guys about this?
No.
I don't
okay.
Let it rip.
So the box cutters have like a hook over it for the blade, so you can't like cut yourself. Like you actually have to like line it into something and then pull so it actually gets on the blade. Well, one of the coworkers we have, she was sitting there like making jokes to one of the guys, like, "Oh, I'm gonna stab you, all this stuff." And I was like, "You can't stab with that thing." I was like, "You see the shape of it?" I was like, "It's perfect. You just hold the neck, put it in the inside of their lip, and then drag." I was like, "It's literally a fish hook of a knife." And everyone just like stopped and were like looking at me. And I was like, too much. And my buddy was like, "Yeah, what the fuck, man?"
It's valuable self-defense if you're getting attacked and that's all you got.
Yeah.
Like,
Shove it in their mouth.
yeah.
I was like, it's like a simple geometry, like it's shapes. Like it's just you figure it out. And then he was like, no one here thought that. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm just messed up then.
You want to know how I got these scars?
That's what I said. You just joker them. You just grab and I don't know. Anyways, back to video games. Not me being a fucking weirdo. I'm trying to think. There was
Gran Turismo 7. That's the only other thing. But that again, beating a dead horse. I mean, we're on the seventh one.
Yeah.
How much more can you do with cars? But those games look beautiful. I will say those games are always fucking incredible.
I will say I've been tempted on getting some of the racing games that they have for VR, just because, like, to me, that's the next step of racing. Like, if you can, and I've seen videos of it and it looks pretty cool, but like, I want the actual steering wheel and all that. If I'm going to be putting the headset on, you know,
that's
really
why I can't play those games anymore because Joe has that set up.
That I was just thinking, what would be sweet is his VR with that setup that Joe got. So it's like you're in the cockpit, and you're still sitting there like shifting gears and stuff. That'd be sweet to put together.
Yeah, and actually, when you look, you actually have to look at your right and left rear view mirrors and everything. I watch people do it, and it's nuts. There's one I was thinking about getting. It's like a dirt rally game. It's actually from the main Dirt series. I don't know if you guys are familiar. It's like their rally version of racing, and they have it for VR, and it looks phenomenal. I just got No Man's Sky in VR, and you actually get to like go on all these different planets and fly a spaceship. I actually have to sit there and do this and actually fly with like the controls and shit, even though it's like in VR. It's nuts, and I'm just flying around in space. I'm like, this is so cool. I'm like, I need this for more things. That's what GTA can do. You make a virtual reality GTA, you've literally created Ready Player One. If they do that,
that'd be kind of
cool.
I was gonna say I saw a dude have a video where he literally played GTA with his VR headset on, and he picked up a hooker, and like the whole transition is fucking hilarious. He's like looking at her, he's like, how's your friend doing over there? Because like the other girls glitched on the street, and he's like, she okay?
Isn't he was like driving around and shit and like flying through. I've seen that. That was dope.
She's like, we need to find a place more private. He's like, all right, damn, chill.
Didn't he go in like a warehouse or something?
Yeah, he like pulls off under a bridge, and there's other hookers. He's like, oh damn, it's busy out here tonight, huh?
I did see that. I think that's where I got the idea from, because I was like, what mod is this? I need this mod. I'm seriously, hold on. I'm looking it up right now.
Stop the presses.
Stop the press. Fuck this episode. I need to look up this realism. GTA
While you do that,
5.
I'm gonna grab a beer.
Always grabbing a beer. GTA 5 and virtual reality. Oh, this is a real thing.
Oh.
How to get a VR mod in GTA 5. All you need to do is download the save file and drop. Oh, so there's someone in here who's already done. I'm going into fucking Los Santos tonight, boys.
Do it.
I'm going to get me some hookers.
Jesus God, dude. Of course you would. Where are we dropping, boys? Los Santos.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that's one of the first things I did when I played that game. I went and got a hooker, and then I killed her and got my money back.
You get more money sometimes.
Sometimes you do.
It's like, nice I see you to tip me.
I ain't going to sleep.
What you need to do, dude, in the VR, dude, fly a helicopter or airplane as high as you can and just jump out and cut your chute.
Yes.
That would be so trippy. You're just like, whoa.
That would be fucking insane.
Dude, the vertigo you get in that game.
Pick a target and fucking aim for it, bro.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna figure this out. So all this says is this guy says you need to download the save file, drop it into your GTA save game folder, under the C drive, blah, blah, blah. And he gives all the instructions.
Boom, corrupted.
Actually, speaking of corrupted, there's a new BR game that just came out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the franchise, the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It's a really big...
Dude. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, really good book series, and they've made a lot of games.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What?
It's
I was thinking to myself, like, I've never even heard of this, so fuck.
What the fuck's a Vampire Masquerade, dude? I've never heard of that shit.
It's a really good series of books. Very, very good. And they've made a lot of video games off of it.
Sounds like a show on the CW.
No, it's not. The CW wishes that could be. They could be as good as that. All right. I don't even want to talk about season 7 of The Flash. But yeah, so they just came out with a BR for it, and I was like, oh, it's free to play. I might download it. It looks really good. You know, it's basically third-person vampire battle royale. Like, it looks really interesting with like the powers and abilities you get. But I was looking at the reviews on Steam, and there was a lot of like thumb down reviews, and I'm like, oh, like what's the issue? And apparently when you download the game, it automatically installs a China-backed anti-cheat that even if you uninstall the game, it still leaves the anti-cheat on your system, and people are having trouble getting it off their system. So it's basically installing spyware on your computer, and you can't remove it even if you get rid of the game. And I was like, I ain't installing it now.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sounds
fuck
like
that.
the shit Israel's doing with iPhones, dude.
What are they doing with iPhones?
Supposedly, they got a hold of this security shit on iPhones, so they're sending texts to random iPhones, and you don't even have to open the text, but if the text goes through to your phone, they pretty much have access to all your shit in your phone.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Apple already sent out like a security update to try to block it, but just so you know, so if you have an iPhone, do the update. Highly recommend.
We're the only ones allowed to spy on you. Israel's not.
Yeah.
Do this update.
Right.
That's our information.
They can only have this information if they pay for it.
I don't know why you went Russian for that.
I know.
Come on, dude.
I was just saying,
It always leads to Russia, dude.
He's got a Russian accent. Also, he's a Russian bot.
It's always the Russians. Didn't you learn anything the last 8 years?
I mean,
always
honestly,
the Russians,
dude.
It's always the Russians.
Why is the rum gone?
Well, if it's in my house, I can tell you why. It's my fault. But there is a game, totally obscure, because I'd be getting really big into simulator games or simulation games that I really want, and I'm probably gonna buy it. No, I already have that actually.
Domestic girlfriend.
No, it's Lawnmower Simulator.
Oh my god, dude!
It literally
Not the power washer, dude.
I wanted that one because that looks super satisfying.
Why don't you just go outside and mow your fucking lawn, dude? It's called Real Mower.
Yeah, but I don't have the money to buy all the fucking nice zero turns and stuff they got in this game, and I'm like, I want to make this shit look good. Like,
oh my god, dude.
Just play Life, dude. Why don't you play that game?
No, because there's also another one that just came out that people are starting to do videos on YouTube. It's Police Simulator, so you run around as a cop.
Just shoot little black
whoever
kids.
you want.
What's great is you get like a taser, you get a gun. I watched one guy, he was running around. I was watching on the Angry Joe show on YouTube, and he was sitting there running around, and he was like, hey, that guy littered. And he was like, oh shit. And he ran over there, and he talks to him. He gives you options on what you can do to people, and you can wrongly accuse people of stuff, and they'll like take down like your
You mean like
badge
what cops
points.
really do? Oh, that's not surprising.
Yeah, that was
Make it realistic.
Well, he was like, I forgot. What he did. He was like, oh, he loitered, and he goes up to the options, and he skips loitered, and he arrests him for assault. And the guy was like, what? And he's like handcuffing him, and then he just leaves him. He's like, you just leave him there? He's like, yeah, he knows what he did. Leave him, like just falsely charging people across the street. Another person was like a B&E, and all he was doing was like sitting on a bench, but he got charged for breaking. And I'm like, this looks like fun. I can be a piece of shit cop. This is great.
Sounds like a training exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks funny. I mean, the simulation games are becoming interesting. Like the power washing one, I was like, ooh, you mean I can get clients and then power wash their dirt bikes? It sounds fun. But that's original. Those are original games.
Yeah.
Just go do it. Like for real.
Go outside, grab your hose, put your thumb over the thing, and fucking power wash some shit, dude.
Nope, I want a real power washer. I want that stuff that in real life, why I do it in video games, because that can take your skin off. So I got to stay safe, all right? Geez. I got to practice.
Safety
Don't put
first.
on the wrong. Safety first. Yes, absolutely. I almost bought Cooking Simulator in VR so I could do my Gordon Ramsay and feel real.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Dude, you can do a lot of cool stuff in that game. You can literally pick up propane tanks and throw them in the oven and turn it on.
You can do that in real life too, dude.
Yeah, do that in real life.
I ain't doing that in real life.
I mean, honestly, if I played any of these simulators, that would be the only thing I would do. I wouldn't do the actual simulator. I'd be trying to just kill myself the whole time.
Dude, Surgeon Simulator is cool.
Thousand way to die in Kitchen Simulator.
Yeah.
There's actually a game called I Expect You to Die. There's 1 and 2. They just came out with the sequel for it in VR, and you have to like figure out how to get out of it. It's kind of like an escape room thing, but like it's like a really hard game. It expects you to fail. That one, yeah.
Dude, we're almost at the point where Dimitri Martin had the greatest video game of all time in his stand-up Super Busy Hospital,
Super Busy
dude.
Hospital.
Where you take care of all the people who have been killed or injured in other video games. Like, that's where we're at. Like,
that would be amazing.
Like, quiet, please. I'm performing surgery on a patient who was shot 57 times. Like,
what? Let me see.
It probably is a Super Busy Hospital at this point.
Probably.
Lawnmower Simulator sales. Let's see how the sales did for that game.
It probably did like stupidly okay for being a goddamn lawnmower simulator.
Dude, Farm Simulator kills it, dude. That's one of the highest streamed games out there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
that Facebook one, isn't it? Or didn't it like start
It's
on
everywhere,
Facebook or
bro.
some shit?
Twitch.
Retarded.
Literally, dude, just fucking. Like,
yeah,
I know real farmers, and it's like, these guys are, like, honestly, I know one farmer who's doing pretty well for himself, but it's like, I don't want to sit there and play a video game and fucking
Right.
roll some hay and shit. It doesn't seem amusing to me.
No, that's where you'd rather play the millionth World War II themed Call of Duty.
Yeah,
than
exactly,
fucking Farm
exactly. This is why
Simulator.
Call of Duty gets away with the shit that they get away with.
Yes, it is.
So here's the best review for this. But first of all, on Steam, it's $30 and it's got mostly
Oh my
positive.
god.
What?
Mostly-
I thought this thing was like a free game.
No, mostly
What?
positive reviews. And this review recommended. Guy says, as a red-blooded American, I believe mowing lawns is one of the great joys in life. I am currently going through a divorce with my fourth wife, and this has been a wonderful distraction.
Jesus. Fourth life.
Grab a beer or 12, throw a dip in, and get to slicing that green, baby.
Yeah, no wonder he's getting divorced fucking 4 times, dude. He's a fucking
Yeah.
loser, dude.
Oh God. I know at a certain point you gotta ask yourself, like, maybe I'm the problem.
He never actually cut his own grass. Like, sorry, babe, we got too much yard work to do. Like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? I'm doing some serious yard work on my computer.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's great. It says execute ground checks, set your blade height, measure your engine load. Like it's super intense.
This is exactly why Call of Duty makes what they make.
Yes.
Oh, we have to compete with Farm Simulator and Power Washing Simulator? The fuck out of here.
Dude, Power Wash Simulator looks fun.
It's at $50.
Yeah. To watch, like, you just click a button and water comes out. Like what are you
No, you got to
doing?
use the right attachment so you can't get it off. $20. Overwhelmingly positive reviews.
Overwhelmingly. Yeah. COVID fucked up a lot of people, bro.
Oh my God. Yeah, you ain't kidding.
This guy says, love this game. 5 days of stress can be washed away during an entire weekend. Recommended.
An entire weekend? Oh my God.
Dude, we used to play Guitar Hero for entire weekends. Now people are fucking power washing fake cars and shit.
Yeah. At least like Guitar Hero, like at the very worst, we're getting exposed to a ton of different music we didn't listen to before. I don't know what the fuck you're getting out of this.
Oh, the Square Enix actually is the publisher for a Power Washer Simulator.
You just walk outside and like power wash your deck and do something productive.
Yeah,
It's probably more fun.
No, because then it might strip the paint and then I got to refinish it.
Use the right attachment, dude.
Yeah.
Touche. Touche. Says release the pressure with Power Washing Simulator. Wash away your worries with the soothing sounds of high pressure water.
I can't. What the fuck?
Who needs Xanax when I got Power Washing Simulator?
Oh my God. I know somebody I'm going to talk to after this podcast. You brought up a good point.
I'm stressed out. I'm going to go clean a shed. See, we're having more fun talking about these random games that are like, yeah, it's a real thing you can do in life, but no one's made this shit. And it's like, you're highly curious because you're like, I don't want to go to World War II anymore.
Curious.
I'm not curious.
I'm baffled.
And again, we're talking about them, not playing them. I wouldn't go play these games. Not for that price. $20, you can put that towards a real power washer.
Wow, this guy took it real serious. He gave it a 1 out of 5 stars. Said this game is just a dirty texture you remove to show a clean texture. No dripping or water effects whatsoever. It just evaporates when you spray any object. No water pooling on the ground. Garbage game. None of you would.
Okay.
None of you would even do these chores anyway.
He's not wrong.
He's pissed off about the water physics.
Hey, that's legitimate. If you're gonna make a goddamn power washer simulator, this thing better be fucking realistic. It's called a simulator, not like, a kind of look-alike thing or some bullshit.
I mean, hey, these games show you how to be an entrepreneur, man, because you actually have to run a business in this. You got to earn money.
Like, what was that game? Capitalism or something?
I literally was just about to say, I think I'm gonna go download it on my PlayStation. Adventure Capitalist. And literally the only
Just
point
make millions.
You just make money and you just spend it to make more money. That's it. And it counts when that game, like between the times I had it deleted off my hard drive and put it back on, it counts up all that time and gives you money for that. So I'm gonna go download that and see how much money I got.
There's cheats for it, apparently. You can do a time-lapse cheat.
For what?
For what?
Adventure Capitalist.
Oh.
Now we gotta cheat time to get fake money.
Well, all I did was I literally typed in Adventure Capitalist, and the first thing that came up, people also asked, can you cheat in Adventure Capitalist? And then the thing goes, yes, you got it right. It's all about the time-lapse cheat when it comes to earning unlimited cash in Adventure Capitalists. So you could be a real businessman and cheat the system for money. I don't know where this went.
I don't either.
All I know is the minute we're done here, I'm gonna go mow some lawns.
Oh, Jesus God.
Got some weed whacking to do, some edging.
Can you edge in that game too?
Probably. I don't know. I know that you actually have to worry about like fuel levels and like paying for costs and shit like that, and like upkeep and everything.
I wonder if you could aerate yards and shit like that too. Lay down fertilizer.
Probably.
I don't care enough to find out though. These are just questions I got right now, but
there's got to be some obscure games that you guys have come across and played that you're like, okay, this is
Super Bernie World, dude.
Yep, Super Bernie World, 100%.
There you go. When's the last time? I remember when you guys found that game. You were like so giddy, like school children. Just
it was fucking hilarious.
It was hilarious, and it was only like $1.
Had to get it.
Super Bernie World.
Fucking Mario, and it was just fucking Bernie Sanders
trying to save the world.
Like the bosses were just Republican senators and shit. It was fucking hilarious.
It was great.
We have to drain the swamp.
He needed us to donate to his campaign.
He's asking for financial support. You're $1 for his game that his campaign made, Super Bernie World. That's why he lost. There wasn't enough game sales.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I got nothing more interesting with video games because, like we say, it's just stagnant, man. Like, yeah, we're excited about remakes and we're excited about that. And, we talked about some, interesting simulation games, which is a lot of people have been getting into that I've seen on like YouTube and React and like streaming channels because they're just looking for something different. You know what I mean? And you can laugh about it, but I mean, these games do well.
Yeah, they do well. It's weird.
It's like, yeah, it's fucking power washing, but when someone's like, I'm tired of doing the same thing over again, I'll do power washing, like, because it's something different. Dumb as it is. And when you got people that are like, I'll go mow lawns for fake because that's fun, that just shows you like how bad gaming is right now.
Yeah.
Fuck, and I am bleeding.
Nice, dude.
I know. I'm talking bad about the gaming gods and they're trying to give me cancer.
Jesus, that was a little extreme, dude. Just a little bit of blood.
Well, it's not what WebMD said. I just looked it up.
Yeah, he's definitely got cancer.
I said
testicular cancer. You're bleeding in your arm, testicular cancer.
WebMD don't lie, dude. They're just as good as Fauci.
They put the man hours in, dude.
Yeah.
They put liquid paper on a bee, and it died.
Skin cancer.
The bee died of skin cancer.
Yeah.
It was actually COVID.
It's COVID. He didn't come in for COVID, but we'll say it's COVID.
And this whole video has just been censored.
Wow. Thanks, Adam. You dick.
I didn't say COVID first.
But you keep saying it.
I feel
Wow,
like
dude. Why don't you just keep saying it?
I feel like Ron Burgundy.
Why
I
don't you
didn't
just say that
fuck.
horse dewormer
Fuck.
word, dude?
Allen Iverson? Ivor something? Ivor what?
The answer.
Ivor
We're
Smeckleton?
talking about medical practice, man.
Ivan Drago? I don't know what you're talking about. Something Mekatan? I don't know,
dude.
I don't know. Go ask Joe Rogan. Go ask a more accredited podcast about whatever Allen Iverson's taking.
I know him and AI are buddies. So they've been buddies for a long time.
COVID buddies.
Yep.
I'm gonna stop saying it now. Sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry.
You better apologize, dude. Get us back in their good graces.
Apologize.
Asshole.
I'm not sucking dick again. I can't do that. All right. I got us out of hot water once. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
I just watched Team America to prep myself for that last time that I had to do it so we can get back on the fucking internet with views. All right. You love YouTube. Suck my cock.
No.
All right. This has totally gone off the rails.
Yep.
What do you expect? I'm a moron. This is what happens. If you want more, solid content, watch their sports stuff, or you can come here and watch my dumbass as I say stupid things while we try to be serious. And these guys roast me for it as I deserve. But like I said before, and I will say it again now because it's a new thing. If you're not here at the end and you haven't heard this, go fuck yourself. If you are, I fucking love every single one of you. Chef kisses all around, you beautiful sons of bitches. Let us know what you think of the PlayStation 5 list. Any games that you're excited about coming out with, hit us down in the comments. Obviously, if you haven't made it to the end here, you're not going to leave a comment, so I don't give a fuck. But yeah, let us know what you love about the show, and we will catch you next time.
Goodbye.